Kiss my ass, Eric.
Is that coffee
Kiss my
good?
ass.
How is your coffee? Is your coffee delicious? Is it magically delicious? Is that a yes?
Not after my Lucky Charms. Don't start.
I feel like it was a magically delicious piece. Was it good?
It was pretty good. How's everybody been?
I'm doing well. I don't know about the rest of them.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. It's spooky month. Where my favorite...
Yes, as I've been discussing in chat with Nessie, you got to make sure you leave cookies and milk out for Jason tonight.
That's true.
He starts early on the 13th and goes through the whole day.
The whole month. He kills the whole month.
Yep.
So I'm super excited. Halloween and October just in general are some of my favorite times of the year. Let me turn this light down. It's one of my favorite times of the year. It is, I think, my favorite time of the year. I watch a horror movie every day if I can, or something horror-esque during the month to keep myself in the
Speaking
vibe.
of, on that Halloween or the horror movie note, I finally got around to watching Evil Dead Rise, and that was amazing. That was an amazing. Yeah,
it's so good. It is so good.
So if you do enjoy a good horror movie, yeah, I would definitely put that one up there. And it's not a psychological one. It's a bit gore.
It's a blood fest. So there's some horror movies out there that people don't really think about as horror movies that I think of as horror movies. Last night, a few of us got together just in a Discord call, and we watched RoboCop for some people who had never seen it.
Oh wow!
And if you haven't seen RoboCop, I beg to differ. RoboCop is a body horror movie.
First one, yes.
Second one. Second one's goofy and silly, but it's still fun.
The remake, I loved the remake. I thought the remake was really good, but
but the first one, between the way they did blood squibs, how just over the top violent they were, and the guy melting in the toxic waste, like the way Murphy gets it, like the whole 9 yards. It's a horror movie.
It is kind of a modern day Frankenstein, if you really look at it.
And they shot it like a horror movie because originally they wanted RoboCop to be a little scarier than normal as a rated R. They were going for a little fear.
It was supposed to be black metal at first.
It was.
Which they do play homage to in the remake.
They do.
Yep.
They do.
So
did you ever notice in the second one how much brighter his armor is in the second one? How blue and so they changed from they did spray paint cans for the first armor. The second can they did car paint. That's why it's so clean. But the second one's goofy, but it's still just as dark. Nuke is horrible. And with that said, if you have not played the demo for the new RoboCop first-person shooter that's on Steam right now, which is free, it pays so much homage and is actually a good shooter. It's good. I can't wait for it to come out in November. It's so much fun.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, it's horror movie month. I've watched all the horror movies this month. Every day I've watched some form of horror, have it be a TV series, if it's something short that I need, an animated or a movie.
The one you gotta watch, or for me, my must-watch every Halloween season is Trick or Treat. I have to watch Trick or Treat.
I didn't watch it last year. Maybe I'll watch that this year. I didn't watch it last year. I've been watching... For my in-betweens, I've been re-watching Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Which is very hard to watch, and I'll tell you that how I got it is exactly how you think I found it. So, because it is really hard to find a way to watch it.
I think today I'm going to watch the original Thing.
That's Todd's Christmas movie.
It's a great movie.
It's his Christmas.
It's a great movie.
I just saw a TikTok on the Thing where they were trying to prove that the main guy who's drinking the alcohol, because it's transferred through, I think, saliva and liquid, that he is actually the Thing way earlier than everyone believes he is.
Huh.
I was like, oh, it's kind of a good theory. So it was a fun...
Maybe.
It's a guy who does like the proving that some fan theories could be true theories. So, Thing is a great movie. I think they're remaking the Thing again, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they did that second one, which was it takes place before the original. It sets up, how they found the alien, the whole 9 yards. I actually enjoyed that. I thought it was kind of fun.
Do you know what they're remaking that I give negative fucks about? Just absolutely do not give a shit? Willy Wonka, will you fucking knock it off?
No. We've done enough of that. I don't think we need more. I know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And Timothy's a good actor. He will play the part, and I think he'll play the part better than Johnny Depp did.
Well, I mean, Depp, I don't think Johnny Depp was a very good version of it.
But he wasn't a good fit for that.
How it was written, you know?
Yeah. He wasn't a good fit for that. Oh, speaking of Johnny Depp, that's another one that's on my Halloween list. The Ninth Gate.
Ninth Gate's really good. I love the Ninth Gate. A lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah. It's an older one, and it's very psychological, but it kind of pays a lot of homage to the horror movies of the 70s.
It does.
Where you're dealing with Satanists and stuff like that. It's very much in that Omen kind of mindset. And it's awesome. It's just an awesome freaking movie. That and Angel Heart. I will always lean to Angel Heart.
So I was on Twitter the other day when it was working, and because I don't think it's up today. I think it's down, of course. Let's see if it's running. And Vivica, who's known for doing cosplay in this community, like in the tabletop community, she's
awesome. She's
a sweetheart.
I ran into her at Gen Con.
I've met her a couple times. So she had somebody, Vivid Vivica had somebody bitch about her decorations for Halloween. Hold on here, I gotta find this. Let me read this letter to you. So I was serving hands.
Yes, I read that letter.
Serving hands said in the past that there's been people who have harassed her about putting up her decorations. No one dare do that to me because they will be in the decorations. I'll put it on screen so you can all see it as well. But I responded because of course I did. I'm very concerned, resident, regarding your horrifying and demonic array of every Halloween. This is not a happy time of the year. In fact, it's a time when Satan impregnates his bride. You need to consider what you are doing as it's affecting many of the neighbors in the area. Some of us dread walking by your house. It's like, well, it sounds like it's time to dress up as Satan's bride and hand out baby shower invites.
Halloween's been around longer than Satan.
Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but yeah,
I laughed my ass off when I read that. I was like, she's like, 'tis the season. I was like, fuck that person. Can you imagine if someone walked by me and put that on my house? How horrible I would make their life.
Serving hands is there. They understand.
Yeah, I would. I'm carving pumpkins today or tomorrow. I like to carve them about now because usually a lot of them will last through Halloween. I hate carving them early. I hate when they're not up for Halloween. So we have 2 big pumpkins sitting on the counter, and my brain is racking. How long does a pumpkin stay good if you don't carve it?
You can spray it. You can actually coat them.
I've done that.
And they will.
I've done that, but I'm saying I haven't opened it. I haven't carved it yet. If I wait like another 5 days, they're probably fine, right?
Should be.
Because
it's a gourd, man. I mean,
they sit in a superstore for fucking ever. So I'm thinking about carving those up for Halloween. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I used to do some really like intricate, like shave the skin, light shining through. Like, you know how you like, can I do this? The answer is yeah. Yeah, you can. No template. I was gonna do Rick and Morty this year, but I decided not to. So
I saw this like horrifying jack-o'-lantern, and what the guy had done was he had left it out to let squirrels eat at it.
Oh God!
And it came out amazing, but horrifying at the same time.
Did he carve it first and then leave it out for them to eat it, or did he leave it out for them to eat it and then carved it?
He really didn't clarify that, so I'm wondering if he did kind of like make little spots to start them off.
I don't know. Did they get inside of it and shit?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
And it's grotesquely horrifying because there's like some of the guts of it have been pulled out, so it's like hanging out of the eyes and the mouth.
Remember how I said I messed up my coffee today and spilled it?
Yeah.
You can see there are grinds all over the edge of the glass. I just drank some that were on the lip of the cup. Actually, coffee grinds in my coffee. Like, while I don't want it, I don't really care. That was fun.
I have a strainer I can use. I'm good.
Yeah, I do too. I can strain it. So we before the show we said we need to talk about something. We're gonna spoiler cam is up, everybody. Spoiler cam is up for Ahsoka. Nope.
I haven't seen Allie in here in a while. It's good to have you back,
Allie. Spoiler cam is up. We're gonna talk a little Ahsoka.
Let's talk some Ahsoka.
If you have not watched the Ahsoka series, I highly recommend that you do.
Yeah.
The Ahsoka series is phenomenal.
And there is I love the fact that they actually put in a character arc for Ahsoka. Yeah. It wasn't just her doing her thing. Filoni gave her an arc of development that was perfect for the character and where the character's at and where the character's been.
It's his character. Let's be real.
Yeah, absolutely. That's his baby. You there's no denying that. He created. She was supposed to be a dust-off one-shot, and then Lucas said you should make her the.
She's your baby.
She should be Anakin's apprentice.
Yeah. I
mean that was Lucas going like, this is too good of a character for you to just like, dust away after 2 episodes. No, you got to keep her in there.
Yeah, and he did. He did it through the Clone Wars series. He brought her back in Rebels, and it's his Luke.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, I'll be honest, he did more with Anakin, I think, than Lucas did. I think his version of what he's done with Anakin through him using Vader and what he's used it for Ahsoka is amazing.
I felt like Rosario did a lot of improvement in her fighting skills, but she still felt a little bit stiff at points.
I'm glad they made her use force powers. It covers up that bullshit. But I will say the guy who played Ezra was a badass.
Yes.
There's barely anyone in Star Wars history that's had force martial arts. Like Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. Yep, that's the only one I can think of is Mace Windu.
Well, no, there's been stuff in the animated series because they're Force adepts. But man, he was whooping people. And that whole scene was great. Grand Admiral Thrawn was fantastic. But the best thing in the entire series are the fucking Night Troopers.
And if you don't recognize it or realize it, that's Mad Mikkelsen's brother that plays Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yep.
So both the Mikkelsen brothers have now been in Star Wars.
Claudia Black was one of the witches from Farscape. And then the guy who played Enzo, the guy in the gold mask, is the miner from The Expanse. I always forget the actor's name.
Yes.
Amazing series. I'm definitely going to be rewatching it. It was just...
Oh, yeah. Those Stormtrooper dog tags, that was...
His entire armor was made out of dog tags
to add
and Night
in,
Troopers. Basically him going, I've retired. These bitches are afraid of me.
Yeah.
And you got to think, like, they would be. Like, he's good at what he does. And he's great with a blaster. Like... The fights were good. I
love that he made a new lightsaber in
Kanan's honor.
In total homage to Kanan.
And I love that the droid was ready for it. He's like, "Oh, I kept it for you, Ezra." Like I was like, "You motherfucker." I want to see what happens with the apprentice from what the hell? I always forget her name.
Oh,
what the heck's her name?
But
Skull is him by Ray Stevenson, which amazing homage to. Also, I looked up
that last image they used for Ray was perfect. I mean, that was.
Well, you know where he's at. Did you read that? Did you read where he's at?
No, I didn't have the subtitles on.
No. Someone put it all together. Hold on here. On Skull last
the Sisters Temple?
Scene. No, they are known as something specifically.
Shin Hati, thank you.
Yeah, that's what it was. Her name? Yeah. Okay, so the final scene in the saga, he is standing in front of this statue, and these statues are something important. They're like one of like the founders or the makers or something like that. So he's kind of like where something began.
Right.
I'm trying to find the information for me. Hold on here.
He played his part amazingly. It was a great part for him.
If I cosplay any Jedi, it's gonna be him. because I got a beard, and there's not many.
And I will
people.
still argue that he is the idea of a gray Jedi in the current universe.
I mean, gray Jedi don't exist. That's not canon.
It's not canon, but this could be making, because there's like
Sure.
4 different ways that they've represented gray Jedis in the past, and what he's doing right now is one of them. He's a Jedi that does not follow the Jedi order.
Thank you, Serving Hands. I think personally, I don't think they're gray Jedi. But my Drew, friend of the show, obviously is a huge fan of gray Jedi. I think he's just one iteration who doesn't want to be part of the Academy and doesn't want to be a Sith. I don't think that's necessarily gray.
That's one of the definitions of a gray Jedi.
No,
if you look it up, that's one of the definitions of a gray Jedi.
Gray Jedi is when you use both sides of the Force.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not the only. All right, you're gonna make me look it up again, aren't you?
Yeah, gray Jedi is when you use both sides of the Force. When you're okay tapping into rage and you're okay tapping into peace, that is part of the whole gray Jedi tradition. I think he is a very interesting character that I would love to have seen a second season in, or his own series. Because I think he had more character than any other character in the show.
This is from
little words.
This is from Wikipedia.
Okay.
All right, the term gray Jedi or gray had 2 meanings. First, it was used by Jedi and Sith to describe Force users who walked the line between light and dark.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The second, it described a Jedi who distanced themselves from the Jedi High Council and operated outside the structures of the Jedi Code. Yeah. Exactly what he is.
You're right, that's true. Too bad it's not canon, bitch.
It doesn't have to be canon. If that's what they did with him,
if Filoni comes out and says yes, that is what it is, then it's canon. Until then, it's not canon.
Right.
You can have dreams, and that is a good dream to have. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying it's not canon. No one will agree to that in Star Wars nerddom. Because everyone hates the Gray Jedi, even though I think the concept makes sense. Like, why the fuck does everybody gotta join one side or the other? They don't even talk about Force Adepts in the show. They never actually mention Force Adepts. Right. So, like, there's a bunch of crap. We're not nerding off Serving Hands. We're having an intellectual conversation about nerddom. So I'm excited for it. I think it was great. I think they kind of found their mojo again. I watched the first episode of Loki. I haven't watched the second one if it's out yet. That was very entertaining.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the first episode of Lucky.
I think it's better than the first season, and I'll be honest, I didn't love the first season. I like parts of it, but I wasn't in love with the entire season. I know you really like Loki as a character, but the first season was okay, and I rewatched the series before this came out, hoping that I would strike a better chord. There's just something about, I think he's a fantastic actor, and I think he owns that role. I think the story of him being where he is not that fun. Especially towards the end of last season when they were talking more about that. But I like the other Lokis that he met. Like, all that shit's awesome. That, like, off weird things. I love that. I just don't care about him being part of the fucking time committee, whatever the fuck they're called. Like, it's just not fun. And I know it's going to have a payoff. But they should have done a payoff for a season, and they really did.
Well, the payoff of the first season was really kind of bringing Kang into it and just introducing Kang as the potential big bad guy for the next season.
He's one of my least favorite bad guys in fucking Marvel, though.
There's one storyline where I really, really, really loved him, and it was the one where the future Avengers, and it was, Avengers Disassembled is, I think, what it was called. And it was like a 4 or 5 issue miniseries, but it was effing brilliant. It was one of my favorite Avengers stories. What's that?
I don't know if I remember that at all. Is it newer, older?
It's older. Hold on, I'm double checking it now just to make sure I'm remembering it correctly.
So anyway, while you're looking that up, those are 2 of the things that I've been kind of like watching and looking over, and I think it's awesome. Did you see this? I'm gonna pull up something on screen. Free League has announced that they are finally putting out, and I say finally, but we just got it. They're putting out a bestiary for Dragonbane.
Yes.
So
Which I've already pre-ordered. I've already got my pre-order in. I couldn't afford the deluxe one that has the extra little cardboard, but I got the regular one. Yeah.
Well, no, the deluxe edition is this cover here. It's the green and gold.
No, I know the cover's different, but there's an upgrade you can get that has all the little figures,
I
the
don't give
little
a
cardboard.
I don't give a shit about that.
Maybe
if I ran in person, if I ran in person, I would want that. Maybe I just want this collector's edition because they also put out a collector's edition for the rule book. Now, here's my question: there's not a lot in the rule book. It's really kind of thin. Do you think that the adventures are in this rule book as well? Or is this different than what we got in the box set?
I must say it's different than what we got in the box set.
You think they would put out something this quickly that is a collector's edition version of the rules? That's a bigger version of the rules. I don't think they would do that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, please note that the softback version of this book without the introductory adventure is included in the Dragonbane box set. So it looks like, I think it's just a mock-up. I think that's why the spine's so big, because it's just a mock-up.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited for that. I think it's cool. I really, really want the bestiary. I contacted them because I want to do a review. I'm going to be doing a review series soon of like new things that are out. And I think Dragonbane's going to be one of the things I review. I agree. If I'm going to buy a hardback, I'll do collector's edition. But I'm contacting them first because sometimes they send me a review copy, and I don't want to take from somebody if somebody else wants to buy it. Because I don't know if they're doing a limited run. I have no idea. Although they're not known for doing limited runs, are they?
Who's that?
Free League. They don't usually do limited runs. Okay.
The closest I've seen to a limited run from them, and I think the series I was trying to think of was Avengers Forever.
Gotcha.
But
look at the back
if you go to Johan's site,
yeah,
Johan has a limited run or a limited collection of signed versions that he's done.
Oh, cool.
But that's the closest I've seen to like a limited edition version.
Wait, you pre-ordered?
Speaking of which, I have his newest version of Vaesen on the way, signed with like the little A4 card. Nice. So I'm kind of excited for that one.
Did you get your PDF already for this?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I did. I haven't looked through it because I just haven't had the time. I'm actually working on learning a little bit more about Roll20 because I'm going to be running Marvel Universe on there for the random encounters.
Yeah, I saw they added a lot of Marvel Universe stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever have questions on
there's 2 adventures on there I'm going to run. One of them's kind of a one-shot that they released through, or somebody released through Drive-Thru RPG.
Sure.
So it's the only way you can get it is going through Drive-Thru RPG and get the adventure there. It's called the Enter Hydra, and it's a good one-shot, level 3 to level 4. That really introduces you to the concept of the game and how the rules work.
And you said you're running this online then, because you're learning.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Roll20. Nice. We're not broadcasting it that I know of. I don't think we are anyway.
Let me know when you guys do it. If you need a player, I'll play. I want to learn the system at least once.
At this point, we have openings, and there is a channel in the REG Discord for it already.
What day is it?
It's going to be on Sundays, starting on the 29th. On the 29th, and it'll be every other Sunday.
I could do that.
So.
Riddleverse. Yes, Scott. Riddleverse.
Yes.
Oh my
they already
God.
Named one of
that is what you need to call your Marvels. Riddleverse.
So.
100%.
You got a roll-off that got played.
What's that?
I just saw a roll-off card get played.
I know. I'm pulling up my cards right now. So we have a couple. We got a Bless card that was played. So give us your D4 Bless. I'll start our timer. This will count for everybody during the show. I have our piece up. And then Defend Riddles. Defend Riddles against Frank House. Roll 1d20. I see that. And then there can be only one.
It needs to be taken down.
All right, so let's start with the Defend Riddles, where there's just it's a straight off roll between me and you get Bless. Let's go. 1d20. You ready? Here's my d20. I got a 18. Bring it. You get a +2 to your roll. Everybody who uses Bless for the rest of this time frame
roll
gets a +2. Everyone who uses Bless. On an 18, let's go. You better beat me. I need a 17 to beat me. Can you get it? The answer is no. Can you get it? The answer is no. Oh my God, she beat me. She got a 19 on the roll. She didn't even need the motherfucking bless.
Nice.
Wow, serving hands.
Nice.
I'm very upset with
Bravo,
you.
serving hands. Bravo. Bravo. Thank you for taking him down because he needed to be taken down a notch.
That is not true. That is not true. Let me get our defense cards out. What did we just say? The defend was 2, correct? Defend cards.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so Mime owns the Duke. Does that mean that serving hands now owns you? I'm just saying, serving hands. You might have yourself an Eric.
One could hope they own me. Good luck on that, serving hands. Good luck. If you think you own me, you're gonna have to really try hard on that one. So serving hands, and if the defense card against you is 2, correct? Then is that what we said?
I do not remember off the top of my head.
My notes say 2 at the top of this. So I'm just marking it 2. All right, now for the good one. You have disadvantage versus my advantage roll. Do you have an advantage card that you would like to use to wash out your disadvantage? Serving hands. If not, we're rolling off and you have disadvantage with that +2 bless. So you can roll 2d20. Here's my advantage roll because that doesn't change. If it rolls it. It may not. I see you 2d20. Let's try 2d20. Let's see if that works. There we go. I got a 13 for my high roll. 13 for my high roll. So you're rolling with disadvantage unless you have an advantage card or somebody has an advantage card they like to play for you.
There's still bless too. Bless is still in effect.
Yep. There's still 9 minutes left on bless. So you get a +2 to your lowest roll. Lowest roll, +2. Oh, how disappointing that roll is. Just I eat up that 20. Thank you for wasting a 20. Every GM
wow. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts.
Loves to see it. Love it.
Of course you'd love to see it.
So delicious. So delicious.
Eric just hates everybody.
That's not true. I don't hate anyone in this room. And by this room, I mean my room. So with that, we still got a +2 if other people have roll cards. Now's your time to do it. What are we doing today, buddy? I see you got 3. Let me pull this up. You got 3 painted miniatures up. What is all this jazz? Is this our trivia minis?
I finished the Trivia Pursuit minis while I was on break.
I love the Beholder.
The Beholder, and it's got, nice purple around it and stuff.
Different color eye stalks for all the cards.
All different color eye stalks. A little bit of purpling underneath to kind of give it some more technical, I don't know. Blue felt like the right color for it, so I went with blue.
It looks good. I really like that a lot, actually.
And then our little owlbear.
Oh my God.
What? Don't mock me.
We got a roll to save versus the Medusa. You get a +2 to your roll, serving hands. Let's see what you get. You need a 14. So you need a 15 or higher. 15 or higher. You get a +2. You get 2 golden tickets. 2 golden tickets. Get your roll on, girl. Get your roll on. Let's see what you get here. Get your roll on. Do you got anything to roll on? Come on, 1d20. You get +2.
I'm waiting for it. I'm watching because I'm kind of like.
A 14 will get you that win because you got a +2. Ooh, an 8.
Oh no!
The Medusa turns you to stone. Not only do you not own me, you are now in my garden.
Oh shit!
Enjoy your time.
I'm sorry, serving hands. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. So what are we painting this month?
So this month, we get our little guys.
I love the Beholder, dude. That Beholder looks dope.
Thank you. And I went the Mind Flayer. I just went with the classics.
Yeah. I kind of think you have to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to. But this month, looking at this guy, I don't know. We're gonna have to set it this way, I think, to start. But this is a maple, so I really enjoy maple. Maple's a fun one to work with. Get my pen set so it doesn't fall down on us. But the burl on this maple is incredible.
Cool looking,
right? And it's not just the front. I mean, the sides, the back have this beautiful burl to the way that the grain worked, or grain came out. So I'm like super happy with that look. It's the best of the 4 that I got. I got 4 of them, so I'm gonna be painting 3 others on the side.
So how are we gonna paint this so that the burl is still?
Well, we're not painting the this at all. We're gonna paint the sword and the background, kind of like the special edition ones. Those 2 one-of-a-kinds I did earlier this year or last month. We're gonna stick with that.
So you had said that while you're starting this thing up, that you had something special going on this month.
The thing that is in play has not arrived yet. It's still kind of a process going on.
No. I'm at the link you sent me earlier for something.
Oh yes, I'm sure everybody in chat is already aware of it, but just in case there's some new people. That don't follow me on my socials.
They watch it afterwards. We get views after the show's down all the time.
So right now, it started on the 1st and it ends on the 14th. So the night of the 14th, it is going to end. But currently, I have a 20% off sale on. Oh, shit. Yeah, 20% off on any of my pre-order boxes. So if it's a made-to-order kind of box, that's available for the 20% off. I think I put the legging. Yeah, I think all the mouse pads, the desk pads, laptops, the books, all those are 20% off right now.
Nice.
If you're on my Discord, which some of our viewers are, you'll see that you probably saw that I made an announcement that there's going to be something else coming. So they have a kind of a heads up idea of what's coming next. But there is another sale coming after this one. I just haven't finalized all the details.
Sure.
And again, this is all just for me to be able to get ahead of the holiday rush, because the holiday rush can be a freaking nightmare, not only for myself, but my partners. So I don't want to have to rush my partners for stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to
deliver stuff.
Because they got their own stuff they're really trying to do. So like right now I'm beefing up my stock and inventory as best I can.
Yeah.
Depending on how much I can afford.
Yep.
So,
just so you have a surplus, basically.
Yep. So building that up, looking to get it going, and yeah, it's just kind of a thing. But yes, so the 20% off those items ends on Friday, and as a special note, after that ends, all of my pre-order dice boxes, anything that I paint on pre-order, is going to extend from, instead of being a 3 to 4 week, it's going to be a 4 to 6 week time frame for me to get it done, just because of the holiday rush coming, and I just want to be prepared for it. I've had the experience of it the last 2 years. I know what's going to happen or what's going on, so I'm trying to avert that as much as possible.
Sidestep it by being a little proactive.
Exactly. So
I agree. What size are your desk mats? What's the biggest one? I got a big desk mat here, but my edges are curling on this one from Uplift, which pisses me off. I've tried flattening it, straightening. I've hit it with a heat gun. I've done everything.
Thick. They're thick.
I don't care about thick. I want to know the size, the biggest size, because I need a big ass one. Okay, that's the size of mine. Perfect. Yeah. Yep.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
There's only 2 sizes, so yeah, it can cover quite a bit of space.
Yeah, it's probably closer to what I'm looking for.
Yes, I have mats on the floor because I use them as props behind my product.
No, is that where you film over there?
No, that's just where I have my selection right now.
Gotcha.
Because I don't have a good place to keep them laid out.
Yeah.
So I've been using this spot on the floor as kind of like where I keep them laid out, where I can just grab one quickly and easily. Yeah. I got to come up with a better system. I just haven't yet.
I know what that's like. So what colors are we thinking for this?
Well, I am going to go ahead and get the black base going on this, but I really wanted the audience to have an opportunity to really kind of direct the direction that this is going to go.
Okay.
Because I did the two before. I did that plague blade, the plague sword, and I did the vampiric sword, which both of them went rather fast. So I was really happy with how well they were received. And this one, I just wanted like, what swords would you guys want? What kind of sword would you want? And I'm not talking about just like pluses and minuses and all that stuff, but
oh, you mean like
cursed sword?
Like, do you want a flame tongue? Do you want a? I want a dancing blade.
Right. So I need an idea of what kind of blade we're working with here, so I can start working up a color palette for it.
I want a dancing blade.
So audience, just type in your ideas, and then we'll take some of those ideas and we'll make a vote out of it.
I thought it was just my vote, and I chose. That's not what we're doing.
No, we're not doing that.
I don't think that's. I thought I was just choosing. I'm not nearly as excited.
I will tell you one idea that I had for, and if I don't do it on this one for stream, I'm going to do it on one of the other ones.
What's that?
Thirsty sword lesbians.
Yeah.
I can do it. I'm just saying, I can do it.
I am not personally a big fan of that system. I know it has its place. And Kelly says it's fucking a riot to play, and I know I could play like a himbo or something for it and it'd be fun. But when I read through it, when we were talking about have somebody come and play it on our Norse Foundry channel back in the day, it just felt like it was just a clusterfuck to try to run.
I honestly have not played the system yet, so I cannot give any kind of.
It's apocalypse. I can't talk.
Oh,
Powered
it's
by the
apocalypse.
apocalypse.
Okay.
Powered by the apocalypse. And I love that concept. Like when I read it, I feel like it might be a game that someone has to explain to you how to run, because it's just a bunch of art. Like, you know, Mork Borg really doesn't make a lot of sense when you look through it the first couple times. That's kind of how I felt about Thirsty. So it may be really good. I just didn't feel good reading it.
I had that experience of Mork Borg with Scott, and it was absolutely incredible. I loved
right. Well, Mork Borg, once you have
game.
someone run you
so
through
much
it, you're
fun
like,
to play.
oh, this makes sense. But the book itself, while gorgeous, isn't laid out in a very conducive learning manner.
No, it's not.
It's a piece of
But
art.
that's intentional. It's intentional to the flavor of the game.
Yeah. I agree. And that's just kind of how I felt about Thirsty when I looked through it. So I'm sure it's fantastic, but I just have a bad starting taste in my mouth. Although I do think it'd be fun to run a Thirsty Sword Lesbians version of General Hospital. That's what I thought of when we were originally talking about it. Yeah, I love Powered by the Apocalypse, Scott. It's one of my favorite systems. Forge in the Dark I like more. Forge in the Dark is like the better version to me of Powered by the Apocalypse. I love Forge in the Dark.
It is a great system. I actually have orders for more of the Blades in the Dark dice chests.
Allie, you've played it, right? Do you feel that Thirsty Sword Lesbians, the book itself, not the way it plays, but the way it's laid out and how you learn to play the game, is a little awkward? Like, I felt it was just a lot of art and not a lot of substance on how the game was played. Did you feel that way as well? Because I know you've played it, right? You have played it, because I know Kelly's played it. Yeah, you play it and run it. But do you feel that way about the book when you first looked through it? Was it kind of like a, wait a minute, this isn't really teaching me much about the game?
So you're saying it's kind of very flavor heavy?
It's just, there was just a lot of art in it, and it had a comic booky feel to it. Not comic book drawn books don't teach games well most of the time. Like, they're just art with not like, it just didn't ring well. And I had someone explain it to me. I was like, that sounds like a fucking it might have been Allie who explained the game to me. It was either Allie or Savannah. I'm not sure who it was, but it was great. Oh. Yeah, almost like tables on like how to make your game work. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Allie says the problem is that it's a very simple system that's overcomplicated by putting the setting and some little adventures in it. Yeah, because they had to fill out the book, or the book would have been nothing. That makes sense. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, I think you can make a cool looking thirsty sword, lesbian She-Ra-esque painted looking sword, but the game just didn't ring well. But Allie, do you not think that running it as a General Hospital thirsty sword lesbians would not be a great? They get all their adventures from the wounded people who come in that were out in the world, and they get their adventures from them and then go out to finish these people's quests. Could you imagine? I was killed by this person in an alley. I don't know. I think it'd be hilarious. So, doing bass tones. No one, they didn't put any swords in here. Ace of Swords, Nessie said. I don't know what that is. Is that from
Ace of Swords. I'm not familiar with that one. What's that one?
What's that from, Ness? I see a Dancing Blade or Thundercats. That would be my two picks. Sword of Omens is one of my favorite swords of all time.
I might be able to pull off a Sword of Omens because I have the D20 in the middle and I can give it a cat's eye when I paint it. So that's a possibility. The pommel is similar, so same with the cross hilt. So maybe.
Oh, I thought you were saying a sword that was out there, Nessie. She said it's
a
play on
she's talking about Ace. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about like a sword that was again fantasy history or maybe real history. Cloud Sword is really boring looking, so that wouldn't be a very fun paint job. The Witch Sword from Ahsoka, Scott said. That was actually really cool. The Witch Blade.
Yeah, that sword was kind of genius in its how they did it.
Cool. That's a lot of bright. That's got some good eerie ghost colors and flame to it and shit. That could be pretty cool, Riddles.
I'd have to really figure out a little bit on how to do the energy glow around it, but I think I could pull it off. I would just need to experiment a little on the side.
Serringhand said Sword of the Dark Emperor from Record of the Lotus Wars. Yes, Lotus Wars was fucking phenomenal. Okay. Riddles, man.
Another one I'm familiar with.
You haven't watched Lotus Wars, the anime?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm not a huge anime fan. It's not my
D&D.
go-to genre for things.
It is literally D&D. All right, we got our first card in. Ah, damn it. Are you ready?
Not our first card.
No, our first question card. If you want to paint with riddles, watch out for thirsty sword lesbians. I mean, if there's thirsty sword lesbians hanging out with riddles, I'm there.
Look, I've had a lot of friends that are lesbian. I still have a lot of friends that are lesbian. I'm okay with it.
Are they thirsty
care.
for swords?
I don't know if they're thirsty for swords. I mean, that'd be kind of like something that they'd have to tell me.
That's not an innuendo. That was an actual question. Do they want an actual sword?
I know some that have swords, like Kate.
I definitely
man, Kate has a very nice. Kate Greer, the designer that I've worked with before.
Yeah.
He has a really nice collection of weapons and armor. And damn it, she looks good in them. See, right now I'm just cleaning up the edges where I kind of went out a little bit. But you really got to work a little harder to get the paint into that thin line of etch that really kind of separates or makes it easier to see. And it's just because I'm working with paint now, I'm able to do this. When I was working with ink, I had to be a lot more careful about that placement because ink just sinks right into the wood. With paint kind of sitting on top, it allows me to just easily scrape it off.
Right.
So it gives me a little more. Now, if I did a really heavy wet apply or, covered a large amount of area, there's always going to be some amount of grain that picks up that color that I will not be able to get out without using sander or something, basically. And that leaves marks, and that's just boring, It's like, eh. Anybody can do that. All right, so out of all those options, which one do we want to go with?
I don't know. I could do a poll if you want.
What do you guys think? Do we do a poll? Give everybody a chance to vote?
We'll do a poll. Let's do a poll.
Thank you.
Poll.
Love you, honey.
Poll. Let's get the poll. All right, let's get a poll going. We have start a poll. Which sword? So we have Witchblade, which I love that idea a lot. We have Thirsty Sword. I don't know if I can fit this. I'll just do Thirsty Sword. Did it fit? I might be able to fit it. Okay. So what else do we have? We have the Ahsoka Sword, Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Oh, you said the Thunder Sword. The Sword of Omens.
Sword of Omens. Yeah, that'll be a good one too. Hold on here. I'm getting reference for you here.
Did you know that Thundercats is on Hulu right now?
Which one?
Multiple, actually.
I like the remake they did. It was good.
Including the original. Although I think the original may be missing the pilot episode.
Weird.
Right?
Sword of Omens. We had what was the one from Lotus Wars? Sword of Dark Emperor. Sword of Dark Emperor is cool looking.
I haven't seen it, so I'll need to look up some images on it. If it wins, if anybody knows, or has images of it, or knows a good place for me to find reference visuals, that would be awesome.
I already got one for you. I already have it up. Emperor. Sword of Dark Emperor. Sword of Dark Emperor has a very specific shape. I don't know. You might be able to do it. I'm not sure. I'm looking. I'm looking up things for reference, like if it's paintable, like if there's a paint job version of it. That's what I'm looking up right now.
Yeah,
as long as I can put it on here if it's not like something we can actually paint.
I mean, I don't mind the challenge. I'm very open to that. So.
Yeah, but if it's just a black blade, that's boring. You know what I mean?
I would do more than just a black blade for it,
but I'm saying if it is only a black blade, which I believe it is. Oh, I didn't even think of Ganondorf's sword. Yeah, Dancing Blade was the other ones. I only get 4 though for the poll. Yeah, Lotus Wars, that blade is black. It's more the silhouette of it that's cool. Yeah, I like the Sword of Witches too. All right, I'm going to put it up. Poll started. Should have it pop on your screen right now. I agree. I think the Witchblade from Ahsoka is probably my favorite version. That would be my personal, like, that's dope.
Good call, Scott.
Yeah, good call, Scott. Good call.
If I was to vote, that would be where I'd go, because I think that was just a really interesting visual for me, and it really set the witches apart from anybody else using the Force, because they have their own basically special version of a lightsaber. Because I found it interesting, being that it's a physical item, that the lightsaber was still able to stop it or parry it, you know?
Yeah. The magic allowed it. The magic. Witchblade is currently winning.
Nice. Now, there aren't a ton of reference images for that, but, I mean, hell, I've got the series on TV, so I can easily just jump in and look at it and get some different captures if I need to.
We'll let it run for like 3 minutes here. Which
And by the way, right
definitely-
now, as far as I remember or I can recall at the moment, we have sold 0 tickets for the new one. So I'm not sure if that's because of the style of the box, or maybe it's my paint job, or
I just put the first ad out for it today.
Could be the subject matter. I don't know.
Cthulhu Halloween. Everyone wants Cthulhu during Halloween.
Yeah, but people are also buying a lot of decorations. They're buying their costumes.
Excuse me, that is a decoration.
Could be. So if we do the Sword of the Witch's sword from Ahsoka, I'm thinking we do like a crimson kind of background for the circle, with a nice gradient approach, getting it dark around the edges and lightening it up toward the when you get closer to the hilt, so that it's not so flat and stagnant.
Sure. Did you end up doing your whole Four Horsemen version of this?
No, that's what I mean. When I ordered these 4, that was my original intent. But I quickly realized I needed something good to throw into this month's paint.
Gotcha.
So I decided to take one of the 4 that I got. And this one, honestly, I mean, I can show you the other 3. This one has the most incredible grain out of the 4. This piece is just. I was talking to Shaw. I'm going like, I really just want to keep it for myself.
All right, which blade is the winner, sir? Which blade is the winner?
All right, so we're talking about greens and reds mostly,
There's
but
no
not.
reds. There's no reds in that sword.
What's that?
There was no red on that sword, was there?
It's not about the color of the sword, because the sword is going to be
on it, and
the sword itself is going to have that silver effect with the green magic, right? The green force. But she wore, and the sisters, or all the witches, wore that dark red.
Yeah, the red. Yeah,
So
you could do like a strap around it or something.
I'm pulling the red for their outfit. So the red will be accent colors behind it. I need to see what color they had the hilt. My guess would be a black is what they had the hilt as, but I got to look at it just to confirm or not. And I don't know, maybe you go and find an image of it, just so everybody in chat understands what we're talking about.
That's what I'm looking for right now. All of them are them making it. I'm trying to find one of her wielding the sword. Drew asks, is that maple on the box?
Yeah, it is maple. It's absolutely, like I said, this is an absolutely stunning example of the burl you get in maple, because maple has a really good range of characteristics.
Blade of Talisman, that's what it is called.
It's better to burn out than to fade.
So this was the best burl that I had, and I started the base coat on this one. This one has a more subtle kind of burling to it.
So let me pull it up here
I mean,
for everybody.
It's still a good pattern,
Drew,
and it should.
I saw your card. Give me just a second. We'll get to the roll off in just a minute. So here, everybody, this is the blade that we're talking about. It's got like a green smoke. There is red on it, though. It's on the hilt. Red, gold, and like creams.
Okay.
It was also in the animated series because the witch used it when she was fighting Mace Windu.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So I knew it was used. I just couldn't remember where.
Yeah, I will definitely be pulling colors from that. But yeah, this is so like comparing these two side by side, you can see a huge difference in the burl. And these are the best two that I got.
Oh my god, yeah. That
Right?
the burl on that one you're painting right now is fucking gorgeous.
This is gorgeous. This is absolutely stunning.
Like that's one of
I
those
just
like
started
once in a
Facebook on this
lifetime
earlier.
boxes, you know what I mean?
Yep. So, but maple has this incredible wide range of the way
They
that
do.
it grows. So this is another one from the same batch, and you can see how it's a completely different kind of feel. And then for like total contrast, this is another one. And you can really just see how different maple can be in its the way it represents.
Yeah, that's
but
really cool.
This one is, I want. I still kind of want to keep it. Can I enter my own raffle?
No. Drew, here's how it works. There's some new cards in here. I know you haven't been around. You're rolling off against me. That was the Kurgan that you heard. You're going to be doing 2d20. I'm going to be doing 2d20. Yours is disadvantage. Mine is advantage. But if you beat me, you get 1d8 entries this month. Now, if you have a blessed card or advantage card, just like D&D, you can use those to modify your roll. So I'll roll mine now, just in case you have anything. I have 2d20. I'll roll first. I don't give a shit if you know. This is what I got.
Frank is saying that he didn't see the previous episode, so he may not have seen that Cthulhu box.
I'll pull it up on screen in a minute. So let's get this roll off done, and I'll pull that up. So 15. 15's my high, Drew. So you're rolling with disadvantage. So just roll 2d20. We're taking your lower roll unless you have an advantage card or bless. If you do have bless, you roll a d4. It applies to everybody for 10 minutes. So that's the box that we are currently doing for the Laughal this month, along with the Key of Madness. All right, roll a d4. That'll give everyone bless who rolls d20s for the next 10 minutes. So give me a d4 first, good sir. d4 first for yourself, and then I'll start the timer once it's on screen.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. It's a 1 die set holder. I'm excited, man, to be going to Gamehole Con this month.
Oh, nice. Are you all set for running your games that you've got to do?
I'm still working on building the Crow characters. So, everyday hero characters are pretty easy to build, but the Crow characters the Reborn, are a little more difficult. Okay, that's a 3 to everybody. Go ahead and roll with advantage. You'll have a +3 to your lowest roll with your disadvantage. Sorry, disadvantage. I have a 15. You got to beat the 15. So roll 2d20, add 3 to your lower roll, unless you got an advantage card to play.
If you have an advantage card, that knocks out your disadvantage, so you'd only roll 1 die.
Yeah, I'll be working on them this weekend. I have Corpse Talk tomorrow. So I have a lot of questions I got to get ready, prep everything.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
Yeah, Serving Hands. You two are going after another Cthulhu box together.
Well, I would love to say you beat me, but you are nowhere fucking close, son.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
Nowhere close. We did have somebody
Drew.
beat me. Someone beat me and got 8 entries. The short just went out today, but someone beat me and got 8 entries. It was wild. But we do have 3 for our bless for the next 9 minutes. Somebody has any dice roll cards, now's your time. But that's the box. I have a video for it as well that was shot. I'll just play that on screen so you can see it. Roll for initiative. I see a roll for initiative card just got played.
Nice.
That was strength. You're fighting Vader, boy.
Snapple.
You need a 19. You got a +3 to the roll. You need a 19 to beat Vader as he's ready to whoop your ass. Let me tell you, I found a TikTok of a person who did animation for Star Wars, like made their own animated. And if they did Star Wars and the way that this guy put his animation together, I would fucking watch a series of that as long as One Piece. It is fucking amazing.
All right, I see the roll. Well, no.
You got to put a 1 there, buddy.
Yeah, you got to put the 1 in front.
Yep. I don't do just D20 rolls. Got to put a 1. Oh, can you do it? You got a
Here we go. What is it? What is it?
+3.
Oh, nice!
Drew gets it with a +3. All right, strength. That is 3 entries. Good, sir.
We got to start calling him Luke. I mean, come on. He just beat Vader.
Well, he does get his hand chopped off all the time.
It's kind of a thing. I'm just saying.
I've chopped his hand off in numerous games and numerous episodes. Maybe he is secretly Luke.
Well, the first games I watched back in the day when you guys were like really going at it. Yeah, he lost but the van was awesome. I love that you guys went with the 18 style.
Van rear. Oh, he's straight to still going. He's got a bunch of roll to saves. He's got the succubus next. Succubus next. You need to get a 15. You still got a +3. Let's go. Let's go. I've seen it. Get off my box, Drew. I seen it first. Sent what to me? The video, the animated? No, this is something recent I found. All right, Drew. D20, D20. I'll play that video again for those who are watching. This is the box for this month. A 15. 15 +3, you beat the succubus. That bless is saving your ass. That gives you 2 more tickets. That bless is taking you to victory, my friend. Victory.
Oh, serving hands. Drew is coming for you.
He wants that Cthulhu box. This is a box you can't really get either. The gentleman only makes them and sells them at conventions. He doesn't sell them online. It's the only way you can get it. And the lovely, sexy key holding a D20. Does that D20 come out?
No, it does not.
Okay. You are cool.
And as you can see in the video, it's kind of a tiny D20.
Drew, you sent it to me after I had long since found. This is a different one. It's not that one, Drew. Way before that. Or after that. Way after that, I should say. Not before. Look at you bringing these rolls to light. And Drew, all you do is send fucking pet videos. Let's be real. Fucking ridiculous. So many goddamn animal videos. It's like my mom is sending me shit.
Since I was last here, I'm in a home game now.
What? That's not true.
Live game at the GM who runs the stores that I go to and I sell my stuff at. He invited me to his home Pathfinder 1 game.
The Maple one is next month. Yes, Drew, it's always the next month. Maple is for next month. The Cthulhu box is this month. The Maple one is next month.
Yep.
That is correct, good sir. That is correct. It's always that way. Has been since we've been over on this channel.
It's not. It hasn't. It's been that way this year. This is what we started this year doing. Last year, yes. Last year, you're correct.
Since we've been on EFP, that is how it is. I'm not talking the Norse Foundry years. We got trivia though. Drew is popping some trivia. Yep.
All right.
Trivia. This is the wild card. Wild. Does that mean he gets to pick a category?
They get to pick the category.
We should put a thing in there for the categories or something. Well, you'll have to read it. They're so long, it'd be hard to do.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a pain.
While he's getting the box out, Drew, here's how trivia works, because you haven't been around since we've had trivia cards, I don't think. We're gonna read the card off. You're gonna get a 2-minute timer. No, it's not 2 minutes. 60 seconds, isn't it? 60-second timer. And you can either answer it yourself and get 3 entries, or you can phone a friend in the audience, and if you get it right using their comment, you both get 1. So answer it yourself, get 3. Answer it with phone a friend, you both get 1. Very simple.
And just for luck, I'm putting the figures up on the thing. So
I want the beholder. So with that said, Drew, what are the categories, Riddles? What are the categories?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for category 1, we have magic and miscellanea. Category 2, history. Category 3 is monsters. Category 4, dungeons and adventure. Category 5, characters. And last but not least, cosmology.
While he is picking which category he wants, we had another card played. Luke, I'm about ready to toss a Molotov into Digi-Dice headquarters. Oh, serving hands. But the war
I'm with you.
For Cthulhu.
Digi-Dice for me, or like, and it's based on the night. It's never like the night is always going to go one way or the other. Really good or really bad. There's no in between with Digi-Dice for me.
Yeah, I don't
and the really bad happens a lot more often than the really good.
Digi-Dice don't bother me at all. I'm okay with them. We're friends.
Cosmology, he says. All right, so.
Oh, dude. Well, the adventure ones are the hardest.
Yeah, purple's been the easiest so far. As you can see, we've got a lot of purple in there.
So he's going to read the question twice. I won't start the timer until the second time he reads it is finished. I have a timer down in front of me here. I should make one that goes on screen. I really should do that. It'd be pretty easy to do.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is great. Okay, this is great. Okay, everybody ready?
I don't know what that has to do with anything with cosmology. Anyway.
You ready? You ready? Okay. Oh, wait. I see the color's way off on that, or it's blasted out. All right, here we go. Purple Grape Smash number 3. Red Dragon Crush. Champagne de l'Estampe are all products of which Barovian vineyard?
I know this.
Purple Grape Smash number 3. Red Dragon Crush. And Champagne de l'Estampe are all products of what Barovian vineyard?
Timer started. Do you want to phone a friend or are you answering this yourself? What wine vineyard in Barovia is it? Technically, I believe it was originally from Forgotten Realms.
Well, I believe most of Barovia is originally Forgotten Realms.
No, they're from all over. They're from all over. Lord Soth is there. That's from Dragonlance.
Valid.
This is a really fun one. I have a wine bottle downstairs that has this on it from the first or second Gary Con. Don't pause for Google search. Why that one is so... You have 60 seconds left. Would you like to phone a friend?
I almost wonder if I need to sneak this
anyone in chat. Actually, anyone in chat have any ideas what this is? So he can pick one if he wants. Anyone in chat?
Oh, geez, I'm almost out of purples. We might have to scavenge purples from the other ones. I've only got one left.
Whiz Wines? Oh, you're going to put Wizards of Wines? You are correct, good sir.
Yes, you are. The Wizards of Wine Winery.
They actually made a Dragon Crush red wine, and they put the label on it, and they gave them away at Gary Con.
Ah! Gelatinous Cube just fell.
Bye, Gelatinous Cube. Bye, Gelatinous Cube. You're fucked. Die on the floor like the cube that you are.
Why has nobody done this that I know of? Made small gelatinous cubes as ice cubes, like whiskey stones?
There's gelatinous cube ice cubes. Think Geek did them.
I think I need some of those.
They're molds for them. You make ice cubes.
Congratulations, Bruce.
Congrats on your lovely extra 3 entries because you did it by your lonesome. I'm excited.
Well, you're easily excited, so you know.
That's not true.
I say that in a loving way.
That's not true. Depends on the category we were talking about. That's for sure. Oh no, my gelatinous cube. It's broken.
I still like the idea of, like, because of what gelatinous cubes do, like, having a gelatinous cube, like, disposal, whether it's locked into a castle or in place where that's where you dump the dead bodies, or at the bottom of, you know, the poop tower, you know?
Sure.
Like, your outhouses would have a little gelatinous cube at the bottom that just, like, takes care of everything. You could even put one in a bag as a portable, you know, devouring thing.
You could.
Yeah. So I think that they have a lot more flexibility and usability. I've actually had one where it had consumed a variety of magical items. So it had all these magical items in it. And one of them increased its intelligence. So it became conscious, which allowed it to start using the other magic items it had absorbed.
Oh, don't be like that, Serving Hands. You're going to fight for it. We got trivia again. History for Drew.
Oh, okay. I'm on it.
Fight for it, Serving Hands. Fight for it. Don't let him take the beloved Cthulhu box from you. And the Wheel of Names is not fickle. You have won many Wheel of Name rolls, ma'am. Ma'am.
She has also donated a lot, and she has
Yeah,
given
ma'am,
boxes to other people.
ma'am.
So,
All right, well, we're gonna read off hers while you're looking through history. I'm just gonna say, just gonna stay in tonight. You know, D&D and throw my gelatinous cubes on the ground. I mean, look, I guess you can do that. That's fucking weird. Have fun cleaning that up. That's worse than a cult drop.
oh, this should be easy.
Yeah,
this should be easy
It's
if
true.
you know your D&D history.
It depends how
So
quickly he can Google search, is my guess.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yeah, what you got for us?
Okay.
What you got?
And don't everybody scream this out at once.
Okay. Timer's up on Bless, by the way.
Who were the two authors of the original 1974 Dungeons and
Are
Dragons
you fucking kidding
game?
me? He may not know the one's last name.
There is a whole video on Blackwater on
Timer started, Drew.
Amazon.
I'm
I
giving you
believe.
15 seconds to answer the shit. If you don't know this, the X is in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You just turn the fucking stream off. You should know this one. This is heraldry, my friend. Who is it? Don't go look
You
up
don't know. You
spellings.
can't
Don't
pull
go
the
look-
audience, and
Yeah.
I guarantee you there are people in the audience
guarantee
who know this
people
one.
know who wrote it up in this bitch. Don't go look up spelling. I won't even get you on spelling.
Yeah, we won't hold
Yeah,
you
we
on
don't care.
spelling because
Come on, Drew. This feels like you're looking it up.
I've held. No, it's not. It wasn't Drew, was it?
Yeah, it was Drew.
Oh, I didn't know who. I thought he. Okay.
No, it was Drew. Drew played it. I just read Serving Hand's card off in between.
I got you.
Come on, man. I can see one. Gary Gygax. I can't see the second one because of the... Here, let me do this.
Up, he's got Gary. He's got one. I mean, that's the no-brainer one. If you don't know that one, yeah.
I just put F's in chat for you, good sir. I feel like you don't know this. Do you need to phone a fucking friend? I've met both of these people. Oh, that I would phone a friend. I would phone a friend. Someone in chat, give him the second.
He admitted
person.
he knows that's not it. So.
I know. That's what I said. Someone in chat, give him the second person. Someone give it to him. I'm disappointed in you. I'm taking your badge of nerddom. Taking it from you. For shame. For shame. For shame. All right, phone a friend. I got 60 seconds on the clock for phone a friend.
Right. Anybody in chat want to give us the second person
Scott
who wrote the original 1974 white box edition of Dungeons and Dragons?
Scott. Bye, Blacksmith. I just saw that. Bye, buddy.
Bye.
I don't want to Serving Hands. Well, you get a point, though. Whoever helps him right now gets a point.
Serving Hands doesn't want to contribute.
You get a point. You get an entry.
Oh.
We got 20 seconds
coming?
left. I'm too disappointed with the answer. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, good sir. Sir, I think people be calling you out.
There's a huge disagreement on who of these two is actually truly responsible for.
True.
It's a huge debate.
My belief is one made chainmail and the other made D&D.
That's the way I feel about it. Yes.
And both of them are garbage.
For those who don't know, chainmail is the more tactical version where you're using larger armies and stuff like that, but it still has all the fantasy elements. It has dragons and magic and all that stuff.
Well, that's time. Nobody helped.
Eric, you want to say it or you
Dave
want me
Arneson.
to? Dave Arneson, yes.
Bob Kane. It's Dave Arneson. Yeah, too late, Scott.
Bob Kane is Batman Serving Hands, and you know that.
Oh, man. Dave Arneson was the nicer of the two as well. People who don't know, Gary was kind of an asshole.
The whole thing was that a lot of people felt like Gygax took advantage of Arneson's niceness.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the fucking Apple argument. Gary was a dick. Like, and I don't care if I'm speaking ill of the dead. I do it every day. He was an asshole about a lot of things. Not everything. I've had very good conversations with him. He can be very nice, but he was very set in his ways. He is where grognard, the term, came from. And then Dave was a super sweet human. Very, very kind. No, that
Dave was also not assertive in that aspect.
Right. Jason Bowman created Pathfinder 1, actually, Scott, and Eric Mona did not create Pathfinder. Eric Mona is technically the publisher of Pathfinder 1.
There is a show or a documentary, and I believe it's on Amazon. I'll have to double check, but it's called The Secrets of Blackmore.
Yeah.
And it really chronicles Dave Arneson's side of everything that happened through the eyes of people who were there. And there are still people playing that original Blackmore game. But it just to pre-warn you, if you go to watch this, it is voiced and kind of documented by a war gamer, a fan of war games, and it does kind of come across very dry. So it's not an exciting watch. It is, and because of that, it feels like it drags on a little bit. But the information that you get in there, the details, the story, the background is absolutely amazing. So I mean, I do highly recommend it as an informative watch, but not necessarily as a watch.
It was.
The art one, The Beholder, that one is incredible to watch. I love watching it. I'll put it in the background sometimes just because you're hearing about the original Four Horsemen and all the artists that came before them. It was, I love that. I love that one. What are you playing?
Music?
No way. Really, smartass?
Yeah. Oh, what music? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
It is White Bat. White Bat, and this album is the Dystopian Synthwave playlist, ephemeral, royalty-free, copyright-safe music. He has a whole bunch of great stuff. I've been playing a lot of his stuff lately. It's fantastic. That wasn't a joke, Scott. I believe you thought that. I'm kidding. So, I had something else to talk about. I'm trying to find my notes. Oh, I saw you bought Werewolf, finally.
Yep, I did buy Werewolf. I have Werewolf dice now as well.
I saw that. You put in one of the coffins. Have you had a chance to look through it yet?
I've looked through a little bit of it, not a lot. I've been so stretched in a lot of different directions.
I know what that's like.
And I've been taking a lot of self-development time recently just to kind of work on myself. Like I said, I'm doing more yoga. I'm doing acupuncture, so I have my acupuncture appointments once a week.
How's that been going? Still been going well for you?
Yes.
Cool.
And good news, my therapist and I agreed this week that I am in a good enough spot where I can go to a bi-weekly therapy session.
Oh, nice, dude. Congrats.
So, thank you.
Thank you for being better than half of the human society.
I had a lot of things to work through. I still do. I mean,
who doesn't, man?
Between my childhood and just dying from a heart attack, there's a lot of things that kind of slowly built up on me. And the problem was, I have skills in my toolbox to handle those kind of things. But when I started paying too much attention to what's going on in the world, it just became over fucking whelming. I'm not gonna lie. It's my tools were not good enough to handle the exposure to everything that's going on politically, socially, everything. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get too political or anything like that. But yeah, the state of the world in general was just keeping on top of all the other stuff that I was trying to kind of comb through. And,
you gotta look. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta add new tools to your tool chest to be able to do whatever it is you need to do that day.
And sometimes it's just a matter of resharpening them. You know.
Yep. Yeah. A dull knife is a dangerous knife. Scott did.
One of the nice things is I did have a major breakthrough about a very specific part of my childhood trauma, which has cleared up a lot of things for me internally.
That's good.
And really freed up some of my energy to go into different areas. So
yeah, you only have so much of a reservoir. Scott said, and I 100% agree with you on this. Scott, I think you should post this somewhere. You should write his agent. I still think Tom Hanks should narrate a D&D documentary to make up for his part in the Satanic Panic. Scott, my friend, I 1000%
highly support that. I highly support that.
I really do agree with you on that.
And anything, whatever money he would make from it should go to like one of the big charities like Take This.
I agree wholeheartedly. Drew, I'm glad that the first topic you talked about with your therapist was that Tom Hanks is part of the Satanic Panic. I think that's a really good thing. I know that's not what you meant, but that's how I'm reading the line of text in the game or in the chat. So yeah, I'm excited for this month. I'm excited to be running the Crow live on stream. Tomorrow
that's gonna be awesome, dude.
I do have something else to talk about. So the gentleman who wrote the adventure in the back of the Crow also wrote the Black Ballad, which is a 5e/Pathfinder 2e adventure where when your characters die, you play them through death. And
that is cool.
Yeah, and it's a heavy metal kind of inspired thing. Amazing writer. Talking about the thing we were talking about before the show, which is the Satine Phoenix Go Fuck Yourself debacle. He originally wrote for Satine Phoenix and the Sirens thing that she did. He got boned on it along with a lot of other people. So amazing writer. He reached out to me saying, hey, I heard you're running the Crow live on stream. Are you running the adventure? I was like, no, I'm not running the adventure. I personally, and this is for me, I don't give a shit what everybody else thinks. I don't like running pre-written adventures on screen that much because I don't like ruining it for people who might play it. Because honestly, playing a pre-written adventure is something you may only do once. And I'll take snippets of it, or I'll take like a highlighted moment, which is what I'm doing for this one. And I will ingest it in, and I'll say this is from the game. But I prefer to let people play adventures on their own. I would rather just showcase the system and the setting and what's going on. That's like when I ran Dragonlance, I can tell you, I would say 20% of it is from the adventure. The rest of it I just mashed together and went around because I would rather have somebody play it on their own and not ruin that experience.
Have you used these before, dude?
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Yeah, I just now started using these things. Freaking amazing. If you're a mini painter and you're not using these things, you're missing out. They are incredible tools.
The bar on the side to rest your paintbrush on as you're painting is awesome.
Yeah. So if you're a mini painter, if you paint minis, even just like as a hobby, not for pro, it's totally worth the extra $1 that you're going to spend on those.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a bunch of them. My favorite is the one from is it Tallgrass Gaming? It spins, it rotates.
Yeah, mine does too.
Yeah, so there's a lot of them out there that are static and they don't rotate. But the fact
mine spins at the mid handle. So it has that magnet that
Yep.
spins there, but also these are magnetized.
Yep.
And those spin
so
as well.
cool.
So I can spin it multiple ways.
Oh shit, we got
which
cards.
comes in really handy when you're working that same angle and you want to keep going that same angle. It's just, I really enjoyed it. And it came with, each one came with 5 caps.
God damn it. We know strength is back when this kind of shit gets put on screen.
Oh
Madam
shit, what?
President, the asteroid is headed directly for Earth, and there's only one thing that can stop it. Opening the world's giant asshole and sucking it up. We know strength is back when we're back into child potty jokes.
Well, I mean, the reason that Eric and I had that conversation pre-stream, I don't know if everybody else saw it, but I think it was yesterday.
He's talking about Satine Phoenix for context.
Yeah, Stone and Satine were part of a panel talking about burnout in the art industry.
Fuck that bitch.
Like, who the hell put this panel together?
She needs to stay silent like for 5 years and then come back.
I don't even want them to come back.
No, I
just
think
don't.
everyone has a chance of redemption, but you need to take some time before you come back and start spouting anything.
Look, she burned me way before she was
I
even
know,
with
I know.
Stone. So like, no, no.
She was a fitness instructor. She was a porn star. Pretty soon she'll teach kindergarten. Next she'll be on the moon. Like she just reinvents herself constantly. So strength. After watching RoboCop, I agree with you on this. What was the most magical thing about the 80s? Obviously, cocaine. Cocaine. Hilarious. Very true. Very true. I will give it to you. Survey Hand says, after watching paint dry, I like to encourage a satanic panic about my dwelling. Around my dwelling, yes, I agree. Encouraging satanic panic by decorating your place for Halloween is a great idea. Good job. Bravo to you. Bravo to you. We have more.
You need to order more burnt red.
I don't know if I agree with this, Drew, but I will read it anyway. This is a convergence card. What property would you like to see adapted into a tabletop RPG? Lock and Key. I have a love-hate with Lock and Key. I like the comic, the graphic novel version of it an okay amount. I thought that the Netflix series was not very good. And I know some people liked it, but I mean, it did get canceled. But I know you're saying that because of the Cthulhu-esque horror style of it. If I were to do it for a tabletop RPG, I would want to do it in Gumshoe or Forge in the Dark. What would you want your own system for it?
Speaking of Cthulhu and my love of Free League and everything Free League, do you know that they have Cthulhu comics that they do that are hardcover?
So, I have one. No, I take that back. I have one. I picked it up in
There's 3 of them. The third one just got announced today.
God damn it, Drew. Hey guys, you can buy Tom's Satanic Panic on the dark web. Yeah, you can. Blackleaf, no. And the last one we have right here is, who is your favorite and why is it Jay? Because he laughs at potty humor. He does laugh at potty humor, Drew.
I'm also cuter than Eric is, so I mean, there is that.
Oh, well, that fucking shit. One of us was a stripper and it wasn't you.
That's not cute.
Bullshit.
That's sexy. There's a different thing.
All right, that's true.
Never
One
claimed to be
is
sexy.
above the other, technically. Ooh, look at you. I dig the fucking stippling, my friend. Stippling is one of my favorite ways to paint. It's like dry brush and stippling. There's just something about the texture that it adds to something.
One of the key things with stippling, especially if you're using a round brush like this, or even just a sponge, rotate. Rotate so that it doesn't give the same pattern each time. Allow the bristles to really change up what you're putting on
That
there.
is the reason that when you are using brushes in Photoshop that they rotate when you're using stippling brushes. That is the reason, because you're supposed to rotate.
It keeps it from presenting a pattern and helps break it up better. I just got this.
A slow rotation makes it muddled. A 90-degree rotation makes it choppy feeling. No rotation looks like a pattern.
I've been resistant to buying like high-end brushes
because you beat the fuck out of them.
Because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of them for one thing.
It's on wood.
But I took a chance. I'm going like everything I've gotten from Monument has been amazing, and they sell their own brushes.
They do.
So I'm going like, all right, let me just test one out. Let me just
And Scott, you are correct. They are illustrated versions of the novels. You are correct.
Yes, they're illustrated versions of the novels, and they're beautifully illustrated. That's the thing. I mean, like they're freaking phenomenal. So I took a chance and I got 3 of these big, what they call a DD3 dry brush.
Yeah, I'll put you on big screen so you can show it on camera.
And yeah, this thing is incredible so far. I have loved it.
Oh, you sound so much better now.
What's that?
You sound so much better now. Oh, because you didn't move
the mic. That's what it is. I'm just closer to the mic.
You're fine.
Jackass.
I was like, why does he sound better? Because I looked at the camera, I was like, man, he sounds so much better all of a sudden. I thought I fucked something.
But yeah, so I have actually, I'm waiting for their delivery right now. The delivery comes in today. I have ordered more of their brushes, including some of the really fine point ones and some smaller dry brushing ones. So I am a convert as far as what I can do with a really good brush compared to what I've been doing with like the crappy brushes that I buy, like, craft stores and things like that, and Amazon. So yeah, you'll see me using more of their brushes going forward. And it was really just the only reason I decided to do it is because everything else they've given me so far has been incredible, absolutely incredible. It's like, I mean, yeah, how could I not try something new?
Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes a good brush goes a long way. Like, no joke.
Yeah.
It's got a really interesting email from Free League.
Oh. As in a big email sent out to everybody, or an email directly to you?
Me. Interesting. Thank you, Bull. They are, if you ever work with Free League, they are an amazing company. They're just super cool about everything, set everything up. They have their PR game on lock. I mean, they are known as the arcane PR wizard. I agree. Berman, you are, I think it's Berman, if I'm saying that right. Berman, yeah, Berman. You are the PR wizard. I 1000% agree with you. I was trying to get you a drink for all the Ennies your company won, you and Thomas that was there. And I was trying to get you guys all a drink, but it was such a hectic Ennies. But yeah, fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever get a chance to work with Free League, oh, you're going to see a very happy little goblin here.
Yeah.
Did you see the eggs I painted?
The eggs?
Yeah, I posted a pic on it, I think,
I missed that.
2 days ago.
I missed that.
But yeah, again, the GM at the store that I frequent gave me this really, it was an older miniature box that they had found in the back of eggs and consoles and stuff like that. So I went nuts and painted up some alien eggs. They're currently on sale at the store.
They did just give me a list of all their creators for all of their products to be on Corpse Talk.
That would be incredible. Oh,
all of them.
I just want to meet Johan and yeah, Johan's his artwork
is on the list actually.
He is or isn't?
He's on the list of people they gave me.
Nice.
I'll get him on for some stuff. It'll be fun.
Because yeah, Johan, his work is incredible, and I can't wait to get my signed copy of Vaesen.
Yeah, I've been looking through. Is it Vaesen or Vaesen? I thought it was Vaesen. Is it Vaesen?
I think it's Vaesen.
I'll have to look it up. I'm
I could be
interested.
wrong. I know I
in
looked
running.
up when I was playing with Scott because I couldn't. I wasn't sure.
Okay, this is timely. I have to read this now. You said you painted eggs, like actual eggs, like Easter egg style, or like alien eggs?
Alien eggs.
Alien eggs. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, what would your favorite? What would your flavored dice would you want most? What flavor would you want most? They said satanic panic eggs. Just sulfur tasting eggs. Blech. Blech.
So I'm gonna guess those are kind of black on the inside.
No, they have to be like that sulfury yellow that we all know. And you have to crack them. They have to be like.
No, I'd say they're black inside, but they smell like sulfur.
That wet sulfury noise of wet sulfur gas, like that geyser smell.
Look, I grew up next to a town named Sulphur because they were a sulfur mine. So I'm very familiar with the odor of sulfur.
Yeah, it's not good. Oh, hey, let me pull up White Bat. I played this yesterday. They put a new horror synthwave one out for Jason. Jason Goes to Hell. They put out a new one from White Bat. I'm gonna use this as an opening for one of my shows. I don't know what yet. I love it. They'd be the version of deviled eggs with decades of disappointment. You are not wrong, serving hands. You are not wrong.
Well, one of the ways to make a deviled egg disappointing is don't put paprika on it. And that makes a very disappointing.
I like hot sauce on my deviled eggs.
I like that paprika
fan
sprinkle,
of hot
man.
sauce.
Paprika sprinkle is just something special.
It depends on what I'm using. So I like hot paprika. Hot smoked paprika is one of my favorite things on deviled eggs. Right now we have a local place made a hot sauce that's collard greens. That's fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it's so goddamn good. It's a vinegar hot sauce. It's so good. So good.
It's kind of like a kimchi then, or kimchi sauce.
I like kimchi too. I have a kimchi one downstairs. We just got a new Japanese spiced barbecue sauce too.
So, I mean, if
anyone who's been to my house knows that Jen buys more condiments than the goddamn grocery store has. It's fucking insane how many condiments we have in this fucking house. I like horseradish too. I agree. I'm sorry you're allergic to paprika. That sounds horrible.
Depending on what it's on.
I'm not allergic to paprika, and I will forever eat it. And what's worse is if you're allergic to eggs, then I really feel bad for you, because deviled eggs are the best. Remember, like, kids, like, I hate deviled eggs, and then as adults, you grow up, you're like, these are the best things ever.
Oh, no, I grew up with deviled eggs as a regular part of my diet as a kid.
Speaking in general, a lot of people hated eggs, deviled eggs growing up. I fucking love them. Love them.
Deviled eggs were amazing. They were basically a treat for me as a kid.
Soy poached eggs are also one of my favorite. Yes, dude. Our fridge is probably 50% condiments and sauces and shit like that. So, like, because I cook all the time, we use them for everything.
Well, I've been doing a lot of sauces lately because I've been doing my own chicken wings and, like pre-marinated chicken breasts and chicken.
I make all my own sauces for marinating too, because I find that buying sauces for marinating is expensive. A lot of times, making your own is so cheap.
Yep. But yeah, so I've been really kind of doing a lot of that, and I use the air fryer for all of it.
I haven't done air fryer chicken wings yet. I've been thinking. We just got a new one. We got the nice Ninja one that's like the toaster oven and everything in one.
Yep, that's the one I have. Let me tell you what you do. If you do wings and they're straight from frozen, or even if they're not frozen.
No, I would brine them first, and I would marinate them before I make them.
What a lot of people do is they parboil them before they do the fry. Put them in the pressure cooker portion of your, set your Ninja for pressure cooking. Yep. Do it on high for about 5 minutes with whatever flavor you really want to pack into it.
Pushes into them. Yep, that's what I would do.
Yep.
100%. And
then you take them out. You give them a nice dry rub. You put them into the air fryer at 350 for about 5 minutes. Go back in, flip them, and in between each session, you spray them with olive oil, which helps them get that crisp on the outside. Yep. Oh man, it makes me happy.
Yeah, I would do something very. Pressure cooking is. I like to call it flavor infusion, because that's really what pressure cooking is.
Absolutely,
it's so good. Now, this is the Nightmare on Elm Street song from Horror Synth Nightmare on Elm Street. Dude, that is looking really good. Are you going to paint black through it to make it look like it's the wrappings that they all have?
I haven't decided yet. I think I wanted to do the circles and the gold. I think the gold for the circles would be a smart choice.
Yeah, they have like a marble white on the hilt that they're holding, so I don't know what you want to do with that. Like the actual hilt is marble white and gold on the sword.
I can work with
gold is
that.
around it, like that antiqued gold is around it. You get to do a green flame. But I'm thinking of this. I love how the night troopers and how she's wrapped, like how they have like the wrappings.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to do that. If you're going to cut, I mean, I could see you cutting through the background, like blocking it out and making wraps to the background be kind of cool. But the modeling job using that, it looks really good, dude. Is that just 2 reds or is it 3?
3. I used 3 on that one. I started off with a crimson base. The black base first, and then crimson underneath that, or on top of that. Then goes to a brick red, and then goes to a BP red. Nice. So it's a yeah, it's a good graduated, but also strong contrast from top to bottom. And I didn't want to do it as an even kind of thing. I didn't want to do it centered. I wanted it to be kind of offset. Like this is offset as far as the concentric circles.
Mm-hmm.
They're not centered on each other. So I didn't want the paint job to do that.
Sure.
So I'm kind of going in the opposite. So it kind of has a balance in an odd way.
Absolutely.
So
that looks really good, dude.
Thank you.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun one. That is some of the most gorgeous wood we've had on the show in a long time.
Yeah, this particular example of maple, and I'm so happy Elderwood sent it to me. This is gorgeous, man. This is absolutely gorgeous. So, but yeah, we're getting close to the end, dude.
We are.
I don't want to get anything started. I don't want to get the next step started until we start next week. I may go back in and go ahead and put a new black coat on the sword itself in between, but I'm not going to do anything else to it until we come back next week. What?
Oh, nothing. I'm looking at something else for possibly.
What are you thinking?
Something for the show.
Uh-huh.
I gotta get some dates together. So what was I gonna ask you?
Ever wants to work with me, I would like, oh yeah, please. Give me a black and white of that duck he did, that Darkwing duck. And let me put that on a dice box and paint it.
We are gonna get when I'm at GameHole Con, I'm gonna get some delving wood from Danny to get sent out to you, so we can do delving wood for one of the sets. Would be pretty cool. I personally am voting Eternia. Castle Grayskull tiles. That's my vote. I don't care what we do. I don't care what we do with them. So we're gonna be getting
a little bit of purple accents in there.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. We'll get. Yep. I think we'll probably get one of the full kit things to do. Danny for Friday is doing 4 25-piece kits, which is awesome. So that means there's gonna be 4 of the 25-piece kits added into the treasury for Corpse Talk on Friday. And then I'm going to line up to have Pele on from Morkborg.
Oh, nice.
He's like, yeah, let's go.
That's another one. If I could get artwork from Morkborg to use on these boxes, I would.
I bet I'll ask him. Find some pieces you like. I'll ask him when I talk to him. They're super cool. But yeah, so anyway, lots of stuff going on.
I have another Kickstarter that's going to be coming the beginning of in January. I think they've picked 4 or 6 of my designs that I've offered to them. I'm not going to really give into who it is, but it is somebody I've worked with in the past, and we've actually had their product on the show. So, yep, it's one of the partners I've worked with before, and they are larger boxes. They are meant to hold either multiple sets or full commander decks. There's also one made specifically for Warhammer fans that has 4 spots for your D6 pools.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's a very different kind of vibe what he's setting up. I really love what he's doing.
That's the nerdy one, right? Naturally Nerdy is what you're talking about?
Maybe.
Well, he posted it on Twitter.
Did he?
He posted him making something new. It was really cool looking.
Gotcha.
Yes, Drew, it did come through, but you're breaking rules with this card. There are 2 rules on every show I have. The third one is only for cast members, which is don't eat on the show. And that is no politics and no religion. And this card breaks the rule. But it's fucking funny.
Do it.
But I don't do politics and religion. I don't do it on shows. It causes fights. But I don't think anyone in this audience is going to get mad about this one. Fine, Drew.
Go to Discord and type it in.
I know you're not going to give a shit. We all agree on this. I know.
No, but I want to see if I laugh, because if I laugh, they get a point.
Oh, okay. We can do it that way. I'm only doing this once. Don't make this a fucking habit. I mean, it's fucking good.
I am all for that. All right,
I'll give you a point for it, but I'm not reading it aloud. I don't do politics and religion on the show. I'm not a politics or religion talk show. I only saw one. Yeah, I see it. It is politics. Wait, which one are you talking about? I was talking about the alien card that you played. No, I only see the alien card, buddy. The who is this card? I don't see a who is this card from you.
Because the only two who is this is there's the Gygax and there's the Stanley glasses.
Yeah, no, I don't see the who's this card. But that card for the aliens one, I'll read the card. I just won't read the answer. I'll put it in I wouldn't even put it in discourse politics. But it's the alien is about to burst out of your chest. What are your last words? It's something. Give me a hug. You can fill in the blank for the person you would not want it to be in politics.
Just put your least favorite politician in the blank.
There you go. It'll be funny. Yeah, I know you saw it. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have the Gygax one.
Yeah, no, I think Scott's saying he saw it played.
He did. It does get played on screen. I'm just not going to read it. I can't stop what's played. I don't see the one you're talking about, Drew, anywhere. No Gygax card, buddy. I have the last three cards. Eat Dice, the Aliens, the Light Side card, the Convergence card, the Mad Lib, the 80s Magic. But nowhere in here do I have the Gygax card. I have your history cards. Let me refresh. Maybe it just didn't show it. Nope. Oh, yeah. I just refreshed it. I see it. It was not there. It's in between the Mad Lib and the 80s. That's weird. Note to self, refresh more often. All right, so this is our last card for the show. Yeah, I see it. Drew. Last one. I had to refresh. Wrong answers only. This is the lovely Gygax. Throwing it back to the fact that Drew doesn't know who the fuck made D&D. Throwing it back to that. And I'm just going to go to me on this one. So it says, and I quote, wrong answers only. Who is this? The other guy that created D&D. Yeah, you're right. It is the other guy who created D&D. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I had to refresh it. Sometimes cards, when they're played rapid fire, the playlist of like all the cards that have been played don't get put into there. That is the whole reason StreamLoot recommends that you put a 5 to 10 second timer on your cards to stop people from rapid firing cards and them not getting lost in the list. I found if you just hit refresh, you're good to go. That's one of the reasons that the timer's there. But anyway, awesome show. Great beginning paint. This is next month's Laughal that's on screen. It's been there forever, Strength. This is next month's Laughal that's on stream. This month is the one I'm playing right now on screen, which is the lovely Cthulhu-esque dice box that holds a full set. One off. This gentleman doesn't sell anything online. You can only get them from Rogue at conventions. It's Rogue what? What is the full name of their box? Rogue what?
Rogue Handcraft.
Rogue Handcraft. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you for Strength for picking up packs today. Thank you so much. Nice to see you back. We haven't seen you in a long time, buddy. I hope work has been good to you. Congrats on the writer's strike being over. That's going through.
I saw a thing saying that they walked away from the table.
Oh, did they? What?
Yeah, I just saw that this morning.
What? I did not see that.
So I think it might still be on. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Ooh, I'll have to do some research. Thanks for the info.
I could be wrong, but that's what I saw. So
I will look some stuff up. It has been. It's been a bit.
Yeah, look at that. Like taking them down to the wood is almost similar to what they have on the handle. Scott sent me a.
Oh yeah, that's very similar. Oh my God, good call.
So yeah, that might be our thing there. I just need to clean it up a little bit more and enhance it a little bit.
That looks super dope, dude.
Wait, what? What I miss?
I said that looks super cool. It says WGA got their contract. They walked away from SAG. So SAG's still on strike.
Oh, okay.
Writers Guild got it. That's super cool. It does look a lot like it. That really does look a lot like it.
So yeah,
I can't wait to see the green flame around the dye that burns up the blade. I'm excited.
Well, we're going to keep the silver in the blade. I'm going to use 2 colors of silver.
Yeah, but you could
and
put the green flame like licking up it somehow.
Yep, I'm going to work on that. Don't worry.
I'm excited.
Well, you're easily excited. I keep saying that.
That's not true. It's not true. Well, anything else for you to say before we close the show down today? Because Eric is hungry. Thank you, Scott, for putting those in chat.
Awesome. You asked me to do. Bye, Riddles!
I was going to ask you. No one can see you right now. Do that again.
Bye, Riddles!
Yeah, what he said. Bye, Riddles. That's right. Bye, Riddles. Bye, Riddles. So, thank you so much for watching Paint Dry. We've had a lot of people picking these shows up and watching them afterwards. Thank you. Welcome to watching Paint Dry. This is our 3rd year of doing this. We love it. It's just a morning or afternoon talk show where you get a chance to make us laugh, enjoy your afternoon with some adult humor with headphones if you're at work, and share it with your friends. We're trying to get as many people as we can here. Over on this side, there's going to be a video for you to watch. And over on this side, there's going to be a little circle you click. We're trying to get 500 followers here on YouTube. Share with your friends. You can always purchase KOFI tickets. All the links are down below. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Same channel. You can find that alert to click for a reminder. We'll be back with Danny Grimes from Delving Wood as we do our second episode of Corpse Talk. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And I don't know, go drink some fucking coffee. Have a good one, everybody.